In that, out of there are 26 members in this group, uh, leaving myself and Dion sir, so total 24 members for level 3 Python, right? So in that, 9 students has been moved to level 4, and the remaining rest of them who didn't start Python level 3, right? So we are giving one more opportunity. So you can restart Python level 3. You can start working. So after you complete level 3, you'll be promoted to level 4. And second thing is that for Python level 3, right? So some of your pioneers would be helping me out in taking the classes. It will not be taken by me completely. So some of you who are in level 4, uh, they'll be taking the classes of Python level 3. Like I'll be helping them out like in taking the classes every week. So Python level 3 and Python level 4. So two different classes. Uh, Usually like we do have Wednesday 6:30, right? So that will do for Python level 4 uh, session, and we'll have one more like after, like I'll send one survey in the WhatsApp group. So for remaining who are there in Python level 3, right? So I'll just send a survey like when they want the classes, and we'll start the level 3 classes accordingly. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. How many of you went through the text document which I sent? AI text document, artificial intelligence. Okay, Maria. Okay, went through that one. Many of you went through that documentation. Okay, fine. So the thing is that all the listed AI models is there, right? So each thing's just a minute. I'll just share the screen. Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you can see over here, some of the, it's like branch structure of artificial intelligence. So in artificial intelligence, there are multiple branches: machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, robotic control, and knowledge representation. So many things are there. So we'll try to focus on each and every model, like based on this one, machine learning, supervised learning, like we'll go through one model for every topics. So in GANs, if you can see, like we'll just use one style GAN or something because I think so. I've updated Tobilash saying that the given uh, model, right? So the given model in mini project, one of the Ghibli converter. So it takes a lot of time in your system to produce an image. So in order to like reduce that one, so like we'll use style GANs and or vanilla GAN we'll use to generate images. So I'll just teach in next class as well. So you can use that model from next class. So semi-supervised learning and reinforcement learning and natural language processing, like similar to chat GPT, like we'll build a llama model. So llama is developed by Meta, like we'll look into that one. And then computer vision, like we'll be completely using YOLO models. So YOLO models, like there are so many, or else we'll use OpenCV. OpenCV we will use because there are so many open source models. Like we can directly utilize that one and we can just modify those. In speech and audio processing, TTS, we are using Python TTS, but we look into Google TTS. We look into that as well. And then, so those things we'll look into. Like that is enough. Like speech, computer vision, natural language processing, and all the machine learning models. Like we'll go each model by project-based method learning only. Like you've seen your AI mini projects, right? So similar way, Each and every topic, like one model would be taken as a project and would be demonstrated to you to show its capability, like what it can do. So understood, right? So similar to your AI mini project, we'll be studying each and every AI models. Any doubts on that one?
No, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Tanishka.
So, like for learning AI mini projects, we had 7 projects, and like the classes were divided according to that. Like, how are we going to divide the classes while we learn this?
Okay. For example, I'll give you in Python level 4, right? So day one, we'll start with machine learning basics. So under that, there are supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So in supervised learning, there are regressions, right? So in regression, we'll try to start with the AI model and we'll learn one project based on that one. And then second, classification like using SVM or random forest or DNN models, neural network models, we'll try to do for second class. Like that, we'll try to do. So we'll try it like this Python level 4. Uh, in this machine learning, we'll have 7 classes. Natural language processing, 7 hour classes. Computer vision, 7 hour classes. And speech and audio, 7 hours. So we'll try to do the same 7 hours theme itself.
Yes, sir.
Because like going through each and everything doesn't make sense. Like as of now, like what and all main is there and the current trend is there. Like we'll look into those. Also, like there is one more thing. Like we are developing this way app, right? So whoever performs better, like in this level Python 4. So we'll be giving them a project like small module to work on, and whatever this worked on, like it will be integrated in the way app. So we'll just uh, post it in web page as well. Like it has been developed by this and this person. So this is their contribution for the web applications. So you'll be knowing this one, right? So bricks, blocks, and roads. The new approach where Ion sir is trying to bring into.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like we'll build the way app in that structure itself. For that, like you'll be completely working on the project modules. So that is one thing. And the pioneers of level Python 4, right? Pioneers as well as some. I'd be taking 3 students from Python level 4 and have them take Python level 3 as well. Not completely. They'll be helping me out in taking Python level 3 classes. Any doubts still, like whatever as mentioned till now?
So, will you divide the topics that we need to teach?
Yeah, like it will
Because,
be not like one person if they take in, like for example, in a month, if they take like not take, just assist me. So for example, they did in week 1, right? So they won't take the class till next month. Just 1 week, it would be enough.
yes, sir.
So I don't want anyone to be burdened. They'll just assist me. So they'll just explain in their own terms. Because me explaining, I'll do it as a professional, right? So you students coming up and explaining like what you understood from whatever I have thought. So that would help the current students. So for that reason, I'm taking this approach. Okay, so Python level 3, like the current students, like I'll just, as I told, I'll just circulate one survey. Mm, and also, like I'll be asking, like, who'll be retaking those from the existing Python level 3, like who is not currently attending any classes or not doing any assignments or those kind of things. Some people are there. For them, only for those, like I'll be just circulating that survey in the WhatsApp group. So once you're um, this one, move to Python level 4, right? So you don't have to answer those. So let's see. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. So what's the status on AI mini projects? Like some of you might taken up some projects, right? So Tanishka is doing some projects with her team. What about others? Tanishka, can you mention like who are there in the team?
So actually, I divided the team in the group members into four teams. Currently, three teams are like actively working on it. So in a team, there are like two members. So do you want me to mention their names as well?
No. But that leader is there, right? Who is the leader? That you can mention.
So like they all are in the same team, and I did not like divide them into level one and two like that. So they were learning the same thing. So there's like no leader in that team for now.
Okay, okay, fine.
Like I just divided them now for the projects.
Okay. So like while you divided, like I divided it level 2 and level 1 in one team. That way you did.
So before, like in my team, like I divided into two different teams, and we were having classes, like two different classes for level one and level two members, and I just found like there were few inactive members, and like I was just limiting them to learn only certain topics. So I just thought, why not they learn together? So I just put them in a single class, and then I made others help. So after few classes, like they were in the same level and they started learning together.
Okay, fine. Okay. So you'll be doing it as project-based learning, right? So each and every module you'll give them as a project.
So,
If I
like so far, whatever they have learned, like it was not like that complex stuff, but still I made them like submit projects. But now, like they have completely learned functions and Flask, like those kind of stuff. So I asked them to make projects as they learn these like basics.
okay, fine. So after, okay, we'll discuss it later. Like you ask some questions, right? We'll discuss later.
Yes.
Okay. So there are few students like Vaiga and Likit. I'm seeing for the first time. Like, what's your take on this one? Like, you'll be rejoining level 3.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So Vaiga will be taking part. Likit,
Yes, sir.
I'll be retaking the level 3 Python courses.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll also make it like project-based learning. So instead of your classes like daily burden assignment, like we won't do that way. For level 3 as well, like we'll go as a project-based learning from now onwards. So each and every topic, there will be like kind of a project and you learn from those. So we don't want to make it boring for you guys. Just code, code, code and do assignments. So we'll go with the new approach this time. Okay. Others, any doubts regarding the AI topics? Like or
Eh,
else, or you can discuss like any topics like you want to include in AI, like which you're
Excuse
interested
me,
in.
sir.
But you can just suggest those. Like I'll just later add it on.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Abhishek.
Yeah, sir. So about I messaged you about 3 mini projects that I was facing error. Would you send that diffused file?
Yeah, stable diffusion I'll send you, but I told you like in the session I'll take and I'll give you those, right, as a project. So we'll do that one. Because you are mentioning like even if you leave it for a longer time, nothing is generated and it's just giving you error or crashing, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do in next session. I'll just see. Uh, Stable diffusion one model I'll teach you in upcoming classes. We'll go by step. So each and every model we are doing, right? Step by step we'll go from easy to mm, like what our maximum is there. I won't tell it as hard. So we'll start with the easy models, then we'll go like increasing the levels. So those of you like who are doing some mini projects related to your chatbots, right? So once you learn Llama model, you can replace that with NLTK we are using now. So we can replace that with Llama model. So it will give you a proper response like ChatGPT itself. So we'll look that as well. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. I'll clear some doubts for Tanishka and Abhishek. So there were some errors and those kind of things are there, right? So while you're executing some things, so we'll discuss this one in the session. Others, like if you're interested, you can stay because this would also help you out. Uh, or else, like if you want, we'll start with the next session in next week, so you can join from there. Or else, if you have any doubts related to AI mini projects or your projects, so you can stay in the session and I'll clear those as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vega.
So far, I don't have any idea about this. So from next class, I'll join.
Sure.
Sir, me too.
Okay, Likit. I'll be looking forward for your active participation.
Sir, I have a doubt, but it is not related to the AI models.
It's fine. You can ask.
So, sir, currently I have enrolled a course called IIT Madras Data Science and AI.
Okay. So NPTL.
So, no, sir, it's basically just data science introduction.
Okay, fine.
So, in that, currently for the final assignment, the final assignment is done,
Okay.
and in that they're talking about k models.
They're talking about
K models.
spatial models. Okay.
No, no, sir, wait. I'll send you the screenshots later. I'll
Okay, fine.
message.
Okay.
Uh,
So what is this about?
so,
Like, can you give me a brief idea?
yes, sir, it's just an. IIT Madras had organized a course for introduction to AI and data science, and
Okay.
the course has already been finished. The final exam is on this Sunday. So,
Okay.
for recapping, I didn't understand one concept, so I wanted to ask over that.
Okay. So can you type that word in the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Leo, did you type or else did you send it in WhatsApp?
So, just a minute. You can continue.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Tanishka, like you are having doubts, right?
So, like I had asked you about a project that like one of the team in my group was working
Yeah,
on. Like I
there
shared
are
how
two projects there. There two projects, right? So one is that number guessing game.
so the second one.
Second one project my team member is working on. It's note taking app, where we can also add photos if needed and even take photos directly. The app gives suggestions based on our notes. For example, if I write combustion, it show related keywords like fuel, oxygen, heat, exhaust, etc. to add. So we'll also be able to save the notes as text file on our computer. Okay. Okay. Few things. Mm, so if you want to have first one, add photos and take photos directly. So that is possible. So you can do it with OpenCV and Flask. You're using Flask, right? HTML. You can just upload images and you can just call those. So that is also possible. So what I would suggest you is like there is something called as Flask SQL Lite. So this is just a small database. If you ask ChatGPT, like it will tell you like even if you upload some image files, right? So it will just mark to which note you're taking on. So ChatGPT will help you out. So if it is not helping you out, you just come to me. I'll just help you out on that one. So note taking, like note would be having some idea and you'll be just referring which photo you uploaded or taken. So it will save in that uh, this one notice that static folder and you can just fetch those for that particular notes. And if you want to use if this is not synonyms, so these are like closely related words. So there is something called as one word encoding. Yeah, just a minute. One code encoding. Yeah, something is there. Just a minute. Okay, one not encoder, right? Yes. Uh, shall I share my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So if you see over here, right? So there is something called as one not encoder in TensorFlow. What it does is like it will try to find the nearest word to whichever word you have selected. For example,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
So it's just showing that you have started screen sharing, but it's not visible.
Is it visible now?
No, sir.
I'll just leave this meeting and come back. Is that fine?
Sure, sir.
Is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can see this one not encoder. This is called as one not encoder by TensorFlow. So what it does is like it has been trained on like around 16,000 words. So it can interrelate some of the words like matching to its thing. For example, lightning, if I take heat, storm, struck, right, shock. So lightning is struck or something like that, right? So sacrifice, prayers, rituals, worship gifts. Like it will try to give the rigid, for example, that is rock is rigid hills. Like it will try to give the nearest words. So loading, speed, cost, those kind of things it will do. Samples, cat if I give dogs, pet, mouse. So it will try to give that related words. So this is what you wanted, right, Tanishka?
Yes, sir.
So you can use this one hot encoder. This is not too much. So two or three things like TensorFlow. You can use this one. I'll just share this with you. So improve, enhance, improving, improve, strengthen, reduce, like kind of related words it will give. Then what was the next thing you asked? Combustion to add, we'll also be able to save. You can save this as text file like I've shown you in level 3, right? So you can do open file as, and you can save that one as text and you can save that one. So you just have to write it in one of the Flask root. So it will save that as a file.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like you got how this project has to go on, right? Second project, or still do you need clarity on this one?
So would you mind summarizing it once again?
Okay. First, what you need to do is like you need to have three roots, uh, four roots you can have. So one is the landing page, like whatever you do, like kind of note page. So you can add two or three buttons, write a note, and yeah, one is enough, I think so. So landing page, like, do you take this note taking app every day?
So you mean like are we going to like keep the history or something?
No, no, like kind of a diary or something, like whenever the class is there. Do you take it that way, or just whenever you want, you can take n number of notes without any dates?
So n number of notes.
Okay, fine. Then what we'll do is like then two buttons we'll add, take note and view note. So first one, like it will navigate to adding notes and images, and then like using this TensorFlow one not encoding, right? So you can just give the related words and you can save that files. So you can. So first is the page where two buttons would be there. Take note. If you click on take note, that notes like kind of your text area will come. You'll enter the text. Then if you want to add image, it will add image. Then related words it will give you, and then you can just have one button to save as text file or whatever format you want, so that we can add. And then coming into the second button which we had, right? So if you just click on that one, like we can view the notes based on the title of the note, and then they can just completely view like whatever is there. So two things we can add. So I think so like four roots you'd be needing for this Python. So one is index.html, take note.html, view note.html, and save some root test will be there, but you don't have to write HTML for that.
So like three roots.
Four roots. One is index.html, so that will be there. Then take note, view note, and then save. Save would be there, right? Save as text file or something.
Oh yes, I got it.
That you don't have to write HTML. Like just clicking on that button, it will call you that root. and then it will just navigate. That's it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you.
Okay. And then you have this learning vector fields. So this one, did I share this video with you?
Yes, sir.
When did like this was for which mini project did I share?
So you just like didn't particularly mention, you just told us how to watch this to know how
Okay.
image generation works.
Okay. How image generation works. So I gave you okay for you to go through this one. So with this one at what time it is? At 11:44. So you're confused about this vector fields and vector space.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll ask two questions. So what is your understanding of vectors? Have you heard about these vectors before?
So it's like somewhat similar to the like arrays,
Mm.
like
What's it?
when they like in the when they were explaining about the clip model, like there they mentioned about like vectors, so it just looked like an array.
Okay. It looked like an array. So I'll just tell you like vectors is nothing but an variables with a direction that we call it as vectors. If you see the Sarah marks, right? Like if it is pointing towards the origin. So like some are in like if you divide your graph into four quadrants, you can see like first quadrant it is looking downwards left side. First quadrant, this one, and this one right side down quadrant. So it is trying to have some direction, right? So you can see this arrow marks. So it has some directions. So those are called as vectors. So these are the variables with directions. Vectors are nothing but those.
So you, oh, okay, like you meant the vector that we learn in physics, like.
Yeah, that is what same concept they're trying to use, and then they're trying to uh, kind of you do know that repopulate some of the things like you properly organize everything, right? So same concept they're trying to use. So they'll just simply randomly give out the numbers in the pixel size or your image size. If like and then they're trying to organize these points based on the learned what in machine learning. I told you like in image, like I told you about dog nose and those kind of things, like what image is learning, right? So model is learning, so it will try to organize based on the I forgot the term for that one. Just a minute. Do you remember that one concept I taught you? Like for an example, dog would be having ears, nose, eyes, ears, and
Yes.
so on. So similar way, they'll be trying to organize this vectors. So for that is what this pixel values comes into picture. Uh, if do you want it?
So like I
Yeah.
didn't understand like how you are trying to like relate that with the pixel thing. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just show it to you. I'll take a print. For example, mm, let's just say like I'm trying to generate some. So I'll take brush. So I just want. Can you give me some simpler object?
So like any shape, is it fine?
Okay, I'll just give one. I want an yellow pencil or something like that with the eraser on back of it. So that is the uh, text prompt you'll give for the image generator to generate. So what it does is that in the first epochs, like it will try to give some random noises, and then just yes. So this would be like first epoch. So dots would be there, like kind of noises would be there. Then like somewhere this cello you had mentioned, right? So this would also be organized in first epoch. So randomly it would be there. So pink eraser. What does pencil has? It has some lead, right? So if you can see over here, so lead it would be represented as gray, yellow pencil and eraser. So it would be random. So each and every epochs, like each and every time, there is something called as encoder and decoder. So this model would have learned what pencil looks like. So once you have generated this random noises, right, it will try to organize this. We call them as like arrays or vector space. So which direction this has to go, like it will be reorganizing them in each and every epochs. In the final epochs, what it does is like, I'll just take file, don't save. So you've seen those gray and those things, right? So it will try to have this nib over here. Somewhat similar to your pencils, right? So at the end, so it will try to match like whatever the text prompt you are given. Then it will just give you text. Where is text? So something Apsara pencil or something like that it will give. So it will try to give the text prompt matching for based on that one, like whatever the prompts you give. So reorganizing, like if you have some background, so for example, writing on a book, just take this color. So book would be there. So it will try to write on that one. So what it does is like in vector space, it tries to reorganize everything.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So, like when they were explaining about the like diffusion models, like I understood how they like remove the noise to get the clear image and stuff. But like vector fields, like does it mean that how the pixels move in that process, like to get a clear image?
Yeah. So that is what vector space. Vector space, I told you directions, right? So where it has to go and those direction would be mentioned. And which direction. For example, you're given some eye looking at some tree, right? So that direction, like that point eye has to point to that one. So some objects has to be pointed towards black color towards that one, right? So that is what vector space, like you're just mentioning which direction those pixels has to be there and those kind of things they're trying to explain.
Oh, yeah, so I got it.
Okay. Others, any doubt? Yeah, Abhishek. Like you had mentioned, like three things you're getting errors, right? So one where that Ghibli and the other one is art style. So what was the third one?
Music generation, I guess.
So
Uh,
everything related to image generation only.
like music generation, sir. Means
Okay,
what?
music generation.
Yes.
So like what kind of particular error? So that was it was not music generation. It was
Yeah,
music genre detection.
yeah, sir. Sir, like mainly when I run that app.py, it
Okay.
doesn't provide that 127 colon 500 that link, but it shows that your TensorFlow is off, error coming like some 4 to 5 lines it will give, and it get hops. But before, when you are teaching that music classification, means that identification part, the mini project, that time I tried the output. It ran successfully, and I tried some songs in it too. But now I am facing this problem.
Okay. So just to make sure, like you're running Python 3.10, right?
Um, Sir, I will say which time.
Okay,
To give
because
me any.
Python, this TensorFlow doesn't run in Python 3.13 and all. So just make sure you're using one Python. So Python 3.10, one version I would have given. So use that one. Then automatically, like
Yes,
it will
sir.
just, yeah, Abhishek.
3.10, point 11 it is.
3.10.11.
Like
So
it's from
TensorFlow.
Microsoft.
Okay, fine. Then it's fine. So this TensorFlow library installing issue, like what you can do is like you can download that music genre app, like that folder once again. So try running that Python
Yes,
app.py and install all the necessary libraries once again and check once. It might work. So there will be no errors in that.
yes, and in other.
You have this. Okay. Also, like that weights and all are given, right? So you just place them in that particular folders, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, if I face any issue, I will inform you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Leo, like you had mentioned in the chat, you had given, right? Okay, nearest neighbor and other things. So, K nearest neighbor, like classification and regression is there. Like, which one you want?
So classification.
Okay. So, like, you'd be knowing that activation function and those kind of things, right?
Yes, sir.
So, activation function, like, there will be a function for that one. So, whatever value is there. Which function are you trying to use and learn?
Uh, so one second.
Like activation function, for example, there will be a function, right? So mathematical function for that one. So are you
Yes, sir.
trying to use? Are
So
you
yes,
trying
sir,
to
I'm
use?
trying to. So I'm trying to use the formula. One second. So modified distance matrix.
Modified?
The distance matrix. If I think that is one. So activation driven K nearest neighbor. Uh, mod, Modified distance matrix is the name of it according to the uh, course material.
Okay, according to the course map. Okay, I'll just explain like small things. So like
So
if you're seeing K nearest neighbor, right? So there will be activation function. For example, in classification. mm, Safe. So for example, like you're trying to classify two different objects. So let's just say you're trying to differentiate oranges, and then differentiate apples from the group. So first thing, like what you do in data science, like what is the main feature of this apples and oranges?
the color difference.
Okay, so that is one value, and then size. Then you have taste or something like that. So those are the different data values. So we'll take from the color point of view. So color point of view, like red has some function and yellow has some function. So for example, if you want to do k nearest neighbor, right? So what it tries to do is like it will try to draw a line, right? So in order to differentiate. So it will try to differentiate apples and oranges, most of the things. So it will try to draw this line. So whatever is there after this one, these are apples. This whatever it's there, these are oranges. So each and every epochs is nothing but rerunning the entire learning models over and over again. So it will try to learn from the values. There is something called as activation function in order to activate, like in order to differentiate this one. So there are these many kinds of activation function. This would help you like kind of differentiate those things. So specifically like what you mentioned, can you just mention the name once again?
So, activation driven modified distance metrics.
Activation
Driven modified uh, distance metrics. So I guess a specific function is not given.
specific function is not given. Okay, fine. So what it does is like this activation function in k nearest neighbor place like most of the like most of the things. So if you see over here, like these are the tangents or something like that. ReLU is there. So whatever is there above and below. So those kind of things it will try to classify. Based on this activation function, like you'll try to do the classification, and then like you'll try to come to the conclusion. So these are apples and these are things. So at the end, what should happen is that 1, 2, 3, all the red things should go to A, and all the other orange things should come to O. So that is the final byproducts of k nearest neighbor. So this function. So while trying to learn this one, right? So k nearest neighbor, try to draw this line. This function it will try to automatically generate on its own. So it will learn from the data values and it will try to draw that line.
Okay, so then what is the nearest neighbor?
Nearest neighbor in the sense like if you see this apple and oranges, right? So if you see over your oranges colors, for example, mm, orange value would be having something like so in oranges there will be different contrast, right? So I'll take this as orange. For example, I just take as the wavelength of oranges. Mm, 0.59 I'll take. Fine. And then wavelength of red. So 0.62. So let's just say it will start from 0.59 and 0.62. So apple. So 0.59 is there, right? So 0.58, 0.60, something. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then it will start from 6.2, right? 0.61, 0.65. So if you can see this 60 and 61, you might tell this like, sir, it's almost matching. So I can just make it as this orange as apple, right?
Yes, sir. So
So that is what KNN like comes into handy. So it will try to take the minute values also, and then it will try to learn. So even if 0.60 is there for apple, so it will try to differentiate that one. For example, one apple would be having like 0.60, something like orangish red or something like that. So then also like you try to figure it out, like why, how I can just differentiate that one and then just classify. So what makes it? So comes like another feature will come, right? So based on shape, it will try to take. So it will try to give you that nearest value, like which it can just classify. That's it. So when there is some
so
conflict or some conflict between two datas, the same datas in two different objects, right? So using this distance formula, like what are the function they're trying to use, so it will come up with its own equations. So in order to classify.
yes, sir. So what if the nearest neighbor has the same exact value?
So that is what, like there will be some differentiating factors. For example, like a 0.60 might repeat in this so many times apple. So then like most of the time it can give you like highest percentage. So it can tell 80 percentage it's apple. And then like it can give you another 20% as orange. So that way it can try to give. Maximum which has 0.60, right? So it will give for that one.
Okay, okay, sir. Understood.
So what that KNN is doing is just trying to draw the line, and that whatever line it draws, it is trying to get the equation on its own from the data values. So it's the reverse way around. From equations, you will get the data values, right? In your
Yes,
mathematics.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
it's other way around.
Okay, sir. In the course material, they just told us how to do it in Excel. They didn't explain it a lot.
So we look into more, because if you can see this one in level Python 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have this random forest is there. We'll
Okay,
look into
sir.
random forest. KNN also. K means is there. KNN we'll see later.
Yes, sir. So I also wanted to know about clustering.
See, this is what I was telling. Clustering. Okay, so that it will take one more session for that one clustering.
Sir.
So when do you
So
have
just
this?
in, I mean, I just need in brief because the test is not going to be hard. It only have brief questions.
Okay, it's not that hard, or like kind of general questions they'll ask.
Yes, sir. They won't ask like hard questions because they already touched upon the material. They didn't explain it deeply.
Okay, okay, fine. So clustering you want, right? Okay, so clustering is nothing about, like for example, like this comes, right. Uh, Apple oranges. Then there will be something called as grapes. Grapes would come over here. So what they do is like some grapes would be over here, and over here. So what they do is like they want to group everything once together. So how many grapes are there? Three. This many, right? So eraser right take. So it is nothing but in your space. So this I'll mention it as space because the data values which you take, it will range from 0 to 1. In that zero point 0.6 mainly for apples, zero point 0.6 to zero point 0.7, and 0.7 to zero point 0.8 it's grapes, and zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.6 it's orange. So everything it will try to group everything into together, and it will try to do as a cluster over here. So for example, oranges, apples, grapes. So here you can see like -1, -2, but you can take 0 and 1. So that is the appropriate way like to take. As you go more
Okay,
further,
sir.
right? more data values.
So
will
to
be-
maximize and minimize the similarities.
Not minimize, like just group together. Clustering is nothing,
Okay.
just grouping
Just
together the
grouping.
same things.
Oh, okay, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
So if you can, yeah, okay.
So that's it.
Okay, that's it, right. Others, any doubt?
Only I'm left.
Okay, you only are there. Okay, fine. They are left. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. Bye, sir.
Okay, okay, bye.